Good morning. It is 6:37 a.m. on Wednesday, 21st of February, 2018. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up and I'm doing this for some reason. This is 5 more minutes. Definitely had to caffeinate before doing this this morning. Um, as is the case when I have to do this particular test that I did yesterday for work, I ended up having to work through lunch, and then I didn't have any caffeine in the evening once I got home, and so I was definitely lack of caffeination thingy. You know, that thingy where you have a lack of caffeination. Yeah. So yeah, kind of a headache. Woke up this morning, kind of headache, but I've been drinking some tea out of my John Moga tea. It's pretty good. I feel better. So, yesterday actually, after getting home from work, I knew I had a couple of bills that I needed to make sure I paid before my trip. So I went ahead and I did that, and then I was kind of on a roll, and I filed my taxes too. Oh, did you guys see? Got a tiny sneak preview of a little dog walking around behind me. My camera was not pointed quite low enough for her to see, and she's now walked around the corner. Um, it is still a little bit too soon to tell how the antibiotics are going to be working for her hypothetical infection. Meaning, I think that's what it is still, but until the antibiotics actually make it better, we don't know for sure. Um, so we'll have to kind of still wait on that one to see. It's still a little bit too early. It's been like 48 hours since she started on it, and it's also quite possible that it is an infection that's resistant to this initial antibiotic treatment we're starting her on. Um, if it is in fact, related to the previous infection that she had last month. So we have to wait for the culture to come back. They're going to potentially give her a different antibiotic, and then we'll have to wait and see on that one. So, but like the anxiety is that possibly it might not be the infection, it might be her cancer returning. I think I've talked about this already on this video, haven't I? So in any event, we're still waiting to see. She's being a picky eater right now, which I think is something she doesn't tend to do unless she's feeling a little bit poorly. But she definitely seems to recognize that if she waits long enough, I might give her more good stuff to put in her kibble. And so she kind of holds out for it and then eats just the good stuff and leaves the kibble. Yeah. But she's moving around pretty good, so uh, another minor thing is that my building's climate control seems a little bit messed up right now, so it's been pretty warm in my apartment. So I've been having the windows open the last couple of days, which is a little bit nice in some respects, but I'd also kind of like it for my, heater air conditioner to function properly. So I have to talk to the management and see if they can fix it, I guess. I put off things like that to a ridiculous degree, like where like nobody benefits, like for me waiting. I mean, in theory, I suppose they benefit from not having to deal with the maintenance call, but I mean, I don't know. Anyway, at the very least, I think that I am finished this week with the testing that I was doing for work, where it's kind of like it's an absolute crisis that you personally must be in this room at this time, and that's the only time we can do it, and it has to happen. So that's a little bit of a relief because those periods always stress me out a little bit more. I still have work to do, but it's a little bit more like just make sure the work gets done whenever you need to do it. Um, Although some of it is more of a group thing, like I have to wait for someone else to do their part before I can do my part and that sort of thing. But, that's less stressful generally. Um, and although the one thing about the testing I did yesterday is that it kind of continued to not go well. And again, I was like, I'm not getting into the details here. There's confidentiality things, but we had a similar result because we didn't really try anything different. But I recognized too late to try it for that test something that I could try for the next one. So that's actually a tiny bit of progress. I don't know if that'll fix it, but it's possible. Anyway, yeah, that's where I'm at today. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Oh, wait. Last thing before I finish is that tonight is episode 50 of So Many Levels. Yay! Maybe something exciting will happen tonight's adventure. I don't know, maybe. We'll have to see. Maybe I'll just let my players have a night of drinking and carousing with the soldiers that are in town. Maybe I'll do that and then something will happen. Anyway, I'll talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.